boy, this one's finna get real. Josh Hawley puts his foot down once again, and I'm here for it. My beautiful patriots, brothers and sisters around the world, I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life. We're living in some of the most darkest, wokest times ever. And we got to get back on track, y'all. We got to get back on track, man. We encourage everybody to go out and vote this year. It'll be here before you know it. Go early. Bring everybody with you. But let's go and jump straight into this. I want to send a huge shout out to Shelby for sending this over in the email for us to check out and react to for the first time. And again, I hope everybody is having an amazing month of June and that 2024 is treating you well, man. Dark times, y'all. People are struggling at an all-time high. You see what's going on. Walk outside. You can smell it in the air. It stank. America isn't America anymore, you guys. Let's go and jump straight in, y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Secretary Holland, do you know the group called the Wilderness Society?
I've heard of it, yes.
And what, to your knowledge, what is this group?
It sounds like the name is explanatory.
Really?
Well, let me help you a little bit. It's a left-wing environmentalist pressure group. Do you know who funds them?
I do not.
Well, I can help you with that, too. It's funded in large part by a foreign billionaire, Hans-Georg Weiss, who has routed his money through all manner of dark money groups, including the Arabella Network. Hans-Georg Weiss was investigated by the FEC for illegal campaign contributions because he's not a United States citizen. He sits on the governing council of this dark money environmentalist group. Has anybody in leadership at your department met with them, the Wilderness Society?
Okay, I'm listening. You have...
Senator, I do not know this individual, and
Has anybody in leadership at your department met with the Wilderness Society?
Well, I'm sure we've met with a lot of groups and
We're going to die here.
And organizations in the work that we do, and we're discussing the environment.
So does that mean you don't know, or you're not going to answer my question?
I don't have a full list of everyone
Okay.
that everyone has met with. But
Well, I can help you with that
Had a
as
specific
I can help you with that as well. The answer is yes. Your leadership has met with the Wilderness Society. They met with the Wilderness Society when that group was a plaintiff suing the Department of the Interior with an adverse lawsuit against you, and they met with them off the books. I've got the emails. In July of 2021, after you had come to office, members of the Wilderness Society, when they're suing the department, write to your top deputy and ask for a meeting to keep it off of his calendar. Here it is, July 14th, 2021. Can we set up a meeting with these folks? July 19th, 2021, they propose how they might calibrate this so it doesn't look like they're violating any of the rules of the court. And remarkably, it stays completely off of everybody's calendars. We only know about it because FOIA requests were filed. And then after they have these off-the-books meetings, their request is to cancel the mineral leasing rights in Minnesota in the Superior National Forest. This is a critical minerals mine. The society wants the mine shut down. After they meet off the books with your leadership, you do it. A few months later, you do it. You cancel the leases, then you withdraw 225,000 acres of critical mining from production and leasing shortly after that. Is it common practice at your department to meet with dark money groups off the books and conceal it from the public?
This had better be good.
Senator, thank you for the question. And of course, I can't answer to, if you're referring to our former deputy secretary, he's no longer at the department.
Who worked for you?
Hell yes.
He worked for the president. He was appointed by the president.
He's your deputy secretary. Are you the secretary of the Department of Interior? I thought that's why you were here. Are you the secretary? Don't look at her, look at me. Are you the secretary?
I am.
Do these people who are sitting here today answering most of your questions, do they work for you?
They work.
Do they report for you? You're not in charge?
They work with me.
They work with you.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
So you're not in charge of the department. Oh my gosh, I thought you were in charge. I thought that's why you were here.
Oh boy.
We work as a team.
Oh, okay, so who's in charge then?
I provide the vision, I provide the overall direction, and
But you're not in charge.
our mission.
Do you take responsibility for what happens
I
at the
take-
Department of the Interior?
I take responsibility.
Do you take
for
full responsibility for what happens at the Department of the Interior? Good. Then why are your leadership meeting with dark money groups and concealing it from the public? Why are they doing it off the books? How many times has this happened?
Senator, this is the first I'm hearing of this. My deputy secretary is no longer there, and I can't answer to what he did when he was there.
What did they get out of it, do you suppose? What do you suppose Hans-Jörg Weiss got out of you canceling the leases after they asked you
I
to?
don't know who.
In an off-the-books
I don't
reading.
know who this individual.
Oh, sure. I mean, you don't know, you're not in charge, you're not responsible. We have a corruption problem in this government, Madam Secretary, and frankly, we have a corruption problem in your department.
We don't.
Are you sure about that?
We've got we certainly do. We have foreign billionaires who are funding dark money groups coming to meet with your leadership, concealing it from the public while they are filing lawsuits adverse to the department, doing it without the court's knowledge, doing it, you say, without your knowledge, and then getting exactly what they want. Now, I don't know how much money he made off of it. I'm sure it was a lot. I know how he made his money. He made his money by poisoning people. Hans-Jörg Weiss, here's what his company did. In 2009, Synthes USA, with Weiss at its head, was charged by Philadelphia's U.S. attorney with running an illegal clinical trial on humans. They injected them with a cement that turns to bone inside the human skeleton. That's the guy who's funding this group, who's pressuring your department, and you're meeting with them off the books and giving them exactly what they want.
I did not meet with him. You're implying that I met with him.
I'm just trying to figure out who's in charge of the Interior Department. You've said it isn't you. It sounds to me like it's the billionaires. It sounds to me like it's the dark money billionaires who are calling the shots at the Department of the Interior. And all I have to say to you, Madam Secretary, is that is a travesty. It is a travesty. The American people should be in charge, not the foreign billionaires. And the fact that you've let them run rampant is outrageous. It's outrageous.
I've said that over
Thank you,
and
Mr.
over
Chairman.
again.
Oh boy.
Chairman Comer, you said it in your opening statement and in the letter that you sent to the Rules Committee that you request an appropriate rule for this legislation. What is that?
Appropriate rule that we hold criminals
Is it an open
accountable.
rule or closed rule or amendments or what
dang.
is an appropriate rule? What are you asking for?
An appropriate rule.
Oh man, I mean, this is going to be fun. This is going to be very fun.
Well, what is the definition of that?
A rule that is appropriate. This is a rule this is the Rules Committee. We want an appropriate rule to go on the floor
what's
to
your-
where we
what-
can do our job and hold
Well, what's your
criminals
opinion?
accountable.
What is your opinion, since you put it in your letter and you put it in your opening statement? What is your opinion of what an appropriate rule is? I mean, would an appropriate rule be a closed rule?
Whatever the Rules Committee deems appropriate.
Hell yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know, that's, then, I mean, because I asked the question because you used the word appropriate. You could have just said, I request a rule, but you said an appropriate rule, and maybe the chair of the Rules Committee can tell us what an appropriate rule is. I'm not, my Republican friends like to use that, but I don't, no one can define it for me. I mean, I don't know what, maybe it's hiding behind one of the statues in the Capitol or something. We can go look for it, but I'm just curious. I mean, you're asking us to bring a bill to the floor, and you ask for an appropriate rule, but you can't define what appropriate is.
I mean, with all due respect, Mr. Reagan-Barber, this is a very serious issue, and I think you're trying to make a joke out of it. And I go
Seriously.
through this in Oversight Committee with Raskin's little lapdog Moskowitz, but you know the people in Washington D.C. are furious with this out of control crime in Washington D.C. The House Oversight Committee has legislative jurisdiction over Washington D.C., and we are trying to do what the people want and make this city safe for its residents and all the millions of tourists that come here every year.
Oh boy. I love that segment there. Wow. I love seeing him put his foot down. Ah, shout out to you, Senator. Ah, it gets my blood, my hormones, my testosterone pumping, man. When we start putting our foot down, y'all. I see a lot of comments in our previous videos of y'all saying, if Josh runs in 2028, that's gonna be your that's the vote that you're gonna cast. If he runs for 2028. I see that a lot in the comments, man. A lot. But let me know what y'all think of that, man. Oh boy. And again, y'all keep sending me amazing stuff to check out and react to. No matter if it's old, if it's brand new, send it. I want to check it out. I want to check it out. But we're living in some dark times, you guys. Some dark things are being done. The wokeness, things being done behind closed doors. It's disgusting. A disgrace, man. And we're going to keep calling it out, you guys. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, family.